Those who wanted to be treated as employees didn't really get the whole concept of independence. But not too many people in America understand the entrepreneurial spirit. I learned it when I lost my housing. Okay, hey, this is Lit from Let's Talk. I don't have all the details, but I hear that Prop 22 allowed for Lyft and Uber and DoorDash and all those to not have to treat their the drivers as employees. It was close because at one point a judge had ruled that they had to treat Lyft drivers and all of those Lyft and Uber and DoorDash, all those rideshare and independent drivers as they were, as employees. So the vote changed all that, and now independent contractors or drivers will be treated as independent contractors. Those who wanted to be treated as employees didn't really get the whole concept of independence, of being entrepreneurial. This is an entrepreneurial enterprise. It's not for you to sit under somebody's wing and have them pay for your insurance and give you a certain amount of and take care of you. Okay, this is an independent entrepreneurial enterprise for those who want to do it. If you want to be employed by someone, then this is not the platform for you. And many people want to have their cake and eat it too. They want it to be independent, which Lyft and Uber and all of the ride sharing or delivery services allow. They wanted the independence, but at the same time they wanted someone to wipe their noses and take care of them too. It doesn't work that way. Lyft and Uber offers a wonderful platform for anyone who can take advantage of it, knowing that you've got to fill your gas up. You've got to count your miles because you're a business. And they give you a lot of supports. They even give you supports in with TurboTax and filing your taxes. It's a lot of support that you wouldn't otherwise get if you had to start from scratch. So it's a wonderful, wonderful program for true entrepreneurs. But not too many people in America understand the entrepreneurial spirit. I learned it when I lost my housing. When I lost my housing, I learned that the 9 to 5, it can be very limiting, and being an entrepreneur does offer you more benefits, more freedom. And I chose to have that freedom. When I lost my housing in 2012, well, my teaching job, I got laid off in 2013. 2012, by 2013, I had no house. All I had was a car to live in. And I was looking for any opportunity, and this opportunity came along. Some of you may have heard of it. If you haven't, go look it up. It's called the street paper. Some people call it AKA the homeless paper. And what it does, it helps people living on the streets have a source of income by selling it. And the content is going to be different from what you get in the mainstream media, because basically many of the people writing for it have experienced it themselves. So you're getting up-to-date, sort of a contemporary view of this crisis we call homelessness. So I have been a former English teacher. That fit for me. I decided to write for it. That was easy. But I knew nothing about sales, not one thing about sales and marketing and telling the customers that these are basically cold calls, that you're reaching people on the street and you're asking them to buy this product. I had to not only, when I wrote articles, I didn't get paid for the articles I wrote. I didn't get paid in cash. I got paid in papers. So those papers I had to turn into money. So the more you do things from scratch for yourself, the more you can build your entrepreneurial spirit. and your entrepreneurial skills so that you can take it to the next level. I wouldn't trade that time for anything. I was, I did the traditional thing, go to college and get a degree, got a teaching degree, almost got a master's, almost got, an ed specialist, and then the bottom dropped out. So I'm like, what do I do now? I knew nothing. I had no skills, no sales skills. And I had to, piece by piece, put this business together so I could scale it and not have to sleep in a tent, not have to sleep in my car, to be able to afford a hotel room every single night, to go out and work for it every day in order to have a place to sleep at night. And that built up my skills. And I wasn't dependent on anyone for anything. I had to buy my own. I think the organization should have provided us winter gear and something to put our papers in. They didn't even do that, which I don't recommend. That's what you do if you're, Lyft at least gives you a label. And because I did that as well. But I learned how to be independent. And these people who are, they don't have any backbone. They just think that the world is there to take care of them. Now, they envy people when people do well. When people are entrepreneurs and they, break the $1 million mark, or they're highly successful, then they sit back and envy. They don't realize that no one's held their hand. No one's wiped their nose. No one's paid for their insurance. They've gotten out there and made it on their own. And that's what Lyft and Uber and all these companies allows people to do. Allows people to use their entrepreneurship to develop a business. It's not going to be handed into you. It's not going to be a little degree where you can take that and say, I did this. That little certificate can get you a long way. And can hide a lot of the skills that you may not have. When you are doing an independent contractor, either you have it or you don't. With sales, for example, either you can sell it or you don't. You live and die by what your skills are. So that is kind of a new phenomenon. I read somewhere, and I don't have exactly anything to show where I got it from, but and I will do that in future videos because this is important to me. That millennials are going to be more of an entrepreneurial generation than their parents. And a lot of us just, waiting for Social Security. But, there's so many opportunities to do so many different things, but you have to work for it. My name is Lyt. I talk about things that happened to me since I lost my teaching job. In 2012, they laid off 4,000 teachers. I ended up just slipping through the cracks, ended up sleeping in my car, couch surfing, just the whole bit, and was able to come full circle. Now I live at a standard like many other people do. I live in a hotel, but, I have all the amenities that I need. I'm by no means wealthy, but I'm not hurting either. Because I didn't depend on the liberal programs. I depended on the new skills that I developed. Honing my writing skills and also learning new sales skills. That's what's gotten me through. And I didn't ask anyone to employ me and pay me minimum wage when I knew I could learn a few skills and go out and surpass that. So the whole gist of this video was to talk about the victory for the independent, the ride-sharing companies, and the idea that they will be able to treat people as independent contractors. And it's a win-win. It's good for the independent contractors, and it's good for those companies as well. My channel is called As the Third World and North America Turns, and I try to keep you updated on the things that you don't hear in the mainstream media. And I hope you'll come back and listen to me real soon. Peace.